Hi.
Hi.
Here I am. How are you?
Doing good.
I worked in the mental health system for 12 years in Phoenix, Arizona, and I work direct with people with mental illness. And one of the biggest problems we have is that they are it's the private health information laws.
Yes.
That people don't have to tell anybody, what their diagnosis is or that they have any at all. They all have clinics. I mean, there's many clinics for mentally ill people, I'm sure, throughout the country. But nobody knows who has what. And, for instance, the guy that shot Gabby Giffords in Tucson was young and onset of schizophrenia in his early 20s, which is what happened to him, and it was also in his family. And they just literally kicked him out of college because he acted weird. But that's what everybody does, is they just throw everyone back into society and let them bounce around. And then these people are also given money to live at home with Social Security disability, to watch TV, and they don't do anything but sit around and watch TV. Most of them don't even work. And when I was in Phoenix doing this 10 years ago, there was 100,000 people just in that kind of a smaller city, for instance. Okay, so we have millions of mentally ill people being paid, their rent's covered, they don't even need to really work, and they're just sitting there watching these TVs, and they have any kind of psychosis or problem with their medications, and that's all it takes to go out and be violent in some way. But this guy that shot Gabby Giffords was a perfect example of the situation, and there's nothing anyone else can really do about it. We don't know who's going to go crazy or who is crazy their whole life. And I saw it. I saw a lot of it. And they're neglected. They're left to sit at home. The case managers and the clinics don't encourage them to get out and do things and live some kind of life. They're isolated. So this is, an ongoing thing.
Does anybody check on them to see if they're on their medication or?
Yes, and I did do that.
Okay.
Yeah, and each person has like 30 people, and they have to run through.
Oh, wow.
And who gets the attention is who the people that do go to the clinic and say they need help and all of that, but it's only these people that they go to the clinic and say that they need help that get the attention. A lot of them are sitting at home and they don't get it at all. They just sit there. And it's really too bad that this is this way. But the clinics will give attention to the ones that ask for the help. They don't give attention to the ones that are sitting at home. I felt so sorry for them. I'd go to their house, I mean, it's just like weird. Really weird, underwear on the couch, and I mean, just, there's just a lot of messed up people out there that don't get enough attention. And it can end up this way. I know this guy may not be the same thing. He may just have a psychotic break and not his normal thing or not. But
right.
There's a hell of a lot of them out there that do show a lot of symptoms. And
that's
the schools, like
kind of frightening.
ASU are starting.
Mm-hmm.
ASU is starting to was screening every single person on move-in day this year, and I thought, great, that's fantastic. That's exactly what they need to do. They have to psychologically screen them on their way in the door. So that's a good thing.
And are they sending them home because there's just not room for them, or it's not cost effective to keep them?
There's not enough.
Yeah.
It's not cost effective. There's not enough case managers to keep these people engaged in anything at all, and the government just feeds them money to shut them up and get them out of the way and make sure they eat food in their house.
Wow.
That's it. So very few get attention. I'm sure this applies to all the states in the country. It's very common, and it's bad.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for these people. They can't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They're alienated from their relatives. Most of their relatives are mentally ill. They're mentally ill, too. They're not going to get married to have kids and live a normal life at all. How come they're normal? They're not. It's really bad. They're very disconnected.
Yeah, it is. And it's a really difficult problem. And we're not even paying attention to it, as you know. And so we're paying the consequences. Appreciate the call. Thanks, Marsha. Let me tell you about the Cosmo Hurts Kids campaign. They're on a mission. The founder is Victoria Hearst. Her family is, yes, the Hearst family. They have the Hearst Corporation, which publishes Cosmopolitan magazine known as Cosmo. But Victoria Hearst believes Cosmo contains pornography that's harmful to kids.